Okay, so hello everyone, and welcome to our final project presentation, final DataVis presentation. So this work has been made by the team called Les 4 Fantastiques, composed of Martin Ponchon, me, Antoine Dargier, and Hugo Demy. And you can find our deployed dashboard on the link that is in this slide.
As we are passionate about movies, we found a dataset on that very subject for France in years 2020 and 2021. Our aim was to generate insights and visualizations that could be useful for a number of stakeholders, from cinema enthusiasts such as ourselves to film industry professionals, so for instance, theater owners. We emphasized the geographical dimension because it illustrates how diverse the French film landscape is.
So now some information about the datasets. So we worked on an open source dataset coming from the CNC, the French Organization for Cinematography, with 40 columns or huge datasets, column about location, characteristic of the cinema rooms, and also characteristic of movies shown.
So the first visualization is about the film's nationality, and especially the increased proportion depending on the film's nationality for each district of Paris. This is an interactive map with which the user can explore the district of Paris and get insights on the film's nationality proportions. An interesting feature is that the user can also zoom on a district of interest and hover the mini chart to get the exact percentage of each nationality. Finally, the user can also focus and isolate one or several nationalities just by clicking on the legend on the right to hide one or several nationalities. Thus, he is able to get a better view of each individual proportion over the district.
So this page could be of interest for a prospective business owner that wants to determine the location for the opening of a new theater in France. And one possible metric to look at would be the number of tickets that have been sold divided by the number of available seats for each of the departments in France. And we display here the data for the year 2021. So we use a choropleth graph, which allows us to display the values using colors for each of the departments. And first, the user gets a general overview of what this number look like for each of the departments in France. Then the user can zoom in on items that could be of interest, as well as hover the mouse over the different departments. And for each of the departments, we displayed the name of the department, here Haute-Garonne, the code of the department, as well as the actual value that is encoded in the color, which is here the number of tickets sold per seat. Finally, the user can filter out some items that he or she might not be interested in using the double-ended slider that is here at the top of the screen. So selecting, for instance, a lower value of 77 and the upper bound of 120, we can only display departments with values of tickets sold per seat falling between 77 and 120. So here the user only sees departments that he or she could be interested in.
Now I will focus more on the correlation between the seats and population in urban areas. So we have two graphs. The first is an overview of the evolution of population in seats in different areas. So population in blue, seats in red, sorting in ascending order for the population. And on the second graph, we have the number of person per seats. So it's more useful to see quickly outliers. So here we can see France is an outlier with too many people for less seats. We can move our mouse on the graph to see more information about the name of the area, population, seats, and number of persons per seats, and the same on the second graph. And the user can also play with values of population. So here he can select more specific values, and all the graph will move accordingly. So it can be useful to zoom on typical values. Another way to do that is to select here on the bar chart the values we want. So we can select multiple values with the shift button, and we can quickly compare them on the first graph. So it's very useful to zoom, and then clicking can have the whole view. Another important information is that on the second graph, we have print the average value of the selected areas. So here 50% per seats. So it can be useful to compare. If we change here, the value will change too.
So the third visualization here is dedicated to the number of showings and its relation with the number of tickets sold for French cinema. So this visualization is split into two tabs. The first tab is a summary. So you can see here the ratio, which is basically in average the number of tickets sold for each showing given by a French cinema. And then a data tab in which you can see all the cinema. So each point is a cinema in France. In this tab, you can see that there's two colors, one corresponding to the miniplex and another one to the multiplexes. Then in this plot, you have also a regression line here in red, which basically regresses the number, the average number of tickets sold by showing. And as you can see, there is a clear linear relationship between these two values. In this visualization, you can also use different criterions to filter your data. So you can choose the year, so between 2020 and 2021. You can, for example, decide to suppress the multiplex from the data visualization. And you can also select which region you want to analyze. So, for example, I can suppress all this region, and you can see that the data is updated and also the summary. What is remarkable here is when we filter only Île-de-France, because basically what we can see on the summary dataset and also in the graph is that the ratio is far higher than the mean for all France. And it can basically be explained by the fact that Île-de-France is a really crowded region, and that the cinema distribution industry is really performing in there.
Okay, so now about what can be improved. We have several limitations in mind regarding our visualizations, especially the fact that we did not connect more than two charts together, and a good idea would have been to do more. Also, maybe group every graph on a single dashboard page. Regarding the film's nationality visualization now, a pie or donut plots might have been more appropriate to represent proportions. However, this feature wasn't available on the Plotly library. And finally, on the number of seats visualization, it was difficult to implement filters linked to the two graphs, which would have been easier to use, but the slider was a good option, a good bypass.
Thank you very much for your attention. We hope you enjoyed our presentation, and feel free to reach out if you have any question. Bye.